Ta-da, gang. This is the morning show. Actually, this is called the Milkman's Matinee. The name just currently coined to it, as a matter of fact. We have posters up all over campus right now. And I am supposed to remind you that I'm going to be around every Tuesday morning. And if you'd like to call in some requests, the number here is 262-9542.
And now, here's our
Eye in the Sky Guy. This is Captain LB Sings from the WLHA Eye in the Sky Watch helicopter. At this moment, most of the traffic in Metro Madison seems to be moving very smoothly, except for a 15-car collision in the Capitol Square.
What's up, Doc?
Case of the K on the radio, as a matter of fact. I'm up. I wish you'd be up. If you have a 7:45, you really ought to be up because it's going to be starting in about 2 minutes. But I'll be on the air at least until 9 o'clock today, possibly a little bit longer. And I'll be taking requests if you'd like to call them in. Otherwise, just stick around. I'll be having a couple of contests and some featured things coming up, including the Eye in the Sky Pie traffic helicopter report and also the hidden microphone report. For the 8:50 crowd, we'll be having the guest shaver on the air. Well, how are you this morning, Jack?
Well, tired.
You were asleep when I called you.
Yes, I know I was asleep.
All right,
I was enjoying every minute of it.
Every minute of it. Okay, Jack, you ready to go there? Got your razor all sharpened up. I understand you're using a straight razor this morning. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just about sharp.
Just about sharp. Okay, give it a couple more straps there.
Here.
Okay. We're talking on the telephone with Madison, Kentucky. Don Jerebick. Hello, Don.
Hello.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Have you got your razor there?
Yeah, I think so.
Fire it up and let me hear it, sir. Let me hear that beautiful sound.
How's that sound?
It sounds like, don't you know what it sounds like? What's your ears flap over there, sir? You can't hear your own razor anyway.
Yeah.
How's it working, Don?
Oh, my razor just died.
Your razor died?
Yeah.
Here, use mine.
Okay, sounds good.
Even the WLHA Chipmunks are getting in on the act today in the last edition of the Jack Stewart Wednesday Morning Milkman Matinee Show.
Good morning, friends and neighbors. It's time again for another WLHA morning show. My name's Andy Irons, and I'm with you here live on the old radio. And believe you me, it is late. I did get on late. It's almost 7:45 now, 7:44 to be exact. And perhaps you're wondering why the hell I'm here so late. Well, let me tell you, Andy Irons had too much to drink last night. We had our staff party, and I'm telling you, I enjoyed myself a lot. So I'm a little bit late, and nobody's really going to get too pissed off, are you? We'll figure out what's going on anyway. I got to get the weather for you and all this sort of stuff, so hang in there. But here is now a song that I first thought I had too much to drink last night, but it comes out to be something else. That's the way it goes. I had too much to dream last night. I had too much to drink and dream. Or is it the other way around?
I'm trying to call Susan Tibbetts here, one of our disc jockeys, and help.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning, Sue?
Oh, wide awake.
Well, it's 20 minutes after 8 here, and you're live with me on the old radio, and I was hoping you were wide awake.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, yes, is Dennis there? Smith. 8:28 in the capital city, with Andy Irons, your morning man on this Friday. Waiting for Captain Jack and ask his opinion on the trivia.
Greetings.
Greetings. Hello, Captain Jack.
Good morning.
How? Did I wake you up?
Yeah.
Well, you promised me you'd be awake.
Well, I'm awake.
You are sort of awake.
This is WLHA Radio, 640 in Madison.
And we're at it again. We're going to try and get to the man who made the voice of that cart.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin Rupert. How are you this morning? Oh, please, don't hit me with the feedback.
I have to turn on the radio in my background. Excuse me a minute.
Okay. We're going to talk with Kevin Rupert, the general manager and part-time DJ for WLHA. Good morning, sir. How are things going?
Oh, really good. Well, how are things down there in the radio land?
Oh, we're having lots of fun.
That's good.
Right now we got a little song here from a man called Leonard Skinner. He has a big album out now, something entitled Freebird.
Well, we're going to try and get a hold of Steve Booker here again. That's the WLHA morning wake-up call for my roommate if he'll get his butt out of bed. Perhaps he's up already and
the shower.
Hello?
Good morning. Wake up call. Yeah, just come on, Steve. Wake up. Do you realize it's 8:51?
No.
No, you don't. Steve's another one of our DJs here. I love to wake him up in the morning.
Happy people, that's Temptations at your sole authority in Madison. WLHA 640 on AM radio dial. Studebaker Hawk speaking for Chuck Rhodes. Chuck Rhodes will be in a few minutes. The place out, boys. Soul music for ya.
Where there's fire, there's smoke.
It's 2 minutes after 11 o'clock, and you're tuned in to the student sound of radio, WLHA, with Andy Arns as your disc jockey, with Cool of the Gang and Spirit of the Boogie.
You're listening to Andy Arns. Who's that? Andy Arns?
The 60s revival rolls on at Lakeshore 64, WLHA Madison.
1966 was the year. 30 degrees was the temperature, and I was 8 years old running around in the snow, and I said, "Ma, I'm cold," and this record was playing on the radio.
Every time I think that I'm the only one who's only someone.
This is Crazy Nancy. Keep those cards and letters coming to 262-9542, and I'll try to make you happy right now. DOA by Blood Rock.
Get a request for Good Girls Don't. Then at WLHA Lakeshore 64 AM 94 FM with Mark Waltz. It's 5 to noon.
Free to people now. End of mold.
Time for Scott Preston to take off for one more week. But remember, dear friends, until next time, remember to live it up, but don't live it up so much you can't live it down. Nighty-night, gang. See you on the FM. Why, thank you very much, Scotty Preston. It's 2 minutes after 9 o'clock on WLHA Radio. That's it for Rap and Roll this evening. Now, if you want to rap, talk to your friends. If you want to roll, roll your love. If you want to hear some good music, stay tuned. And if you have any requests, dial 29542. That's 2WLHA, the instant request line of student radio in Madison, Wisconsin. Rick Derringer, rock and roll, hoochie coo.
This has been another WLHA orientation tip.
Oh, we're going to soothe down and mellow out a little bit here. A song recommended by Jan Steffes, The Grassroots, Let's Live for Today.
It's 5:22 with Andy Arns, and in the studio is M. Scott Young. M, you brought down a real treat for us here this afternoon.
It's the new Runaways album.
We're going to listen to a track.
Yeah, I think the track we're going to listen to is Little Sister.
All right,
it's just a fine piece of music. So fine.
What will Lieutenant Harper find at the crew deck? The answer to this, stay tuned to WLHA next week at this time for the continuing series, The French Fry That Would Not Die.
764 WLHA, Raccoon Story Time, 21 minutes after 11 o'clock on a Sunday. Tell us all about it, Andy.
Well, we were disposing of all the trash, and we decided to dump everything, and there must have been a good 50 pounds, and we just finished it, and we heard a little bit of a hiss, and we heard something rumbling around, and we took a look there, and there it was, a raccoon, an actual baby raccoon. Couldn't be more than 6 years old.
I was scared.
Johnny G was scared. Well, for humans, it must be 6 months.
1 year. I was scared.
So we watched it, and it sort of slid away behind a tree. So then it stared at us from behind the tree and slithered away a little bit more. And that's the story of the raccoon.
WLHA Raccoon Story Time, 23 minutes after 11. These are the Beatles from 1967. Ah, yes, the wonderful Amtrak of Amore, the Love Train. OJ's WLHA and the Super 64. All over your AM dial in various spots, depending on where you live. This is not the case. You're still here. You were supposed to go get the soda, Arns.
Here I am.
Oh.
Back again.
You're back again, Arns.
Just tell you every now and then I'll be back. I'll be here. Sundays, 9
You
to
too
midnight.
can fight multiple arms. Give today to your nearest chapter of the Fight the Multiple Arms Association. Madison, Wisconsin, 53701.
The Women's Piper.
Green Tambourine.
The Foundations with Baby Now That I Found You. It's 17 minutes before 10 o'clock with Andy Arns and Holland Cook. And we have down here in our studios a very special guest. And his name is Kid. Kid, will you come up to the mic and say a few words?
Looks like a chicken, Andy.
It's a baby chick. Not to be sexist or anything.
Well, man, dig that chick. She's groovy.
Oh, nice legs.
Do you want to explain what this chicken is doing in the studio? I mean, just for the benefit of her. I personally don't care.
Well,
but,
the chicken came down to give us a little cheering up because we haven't gotten any soda yet this evening. We're awfully thirsty, and we'd like some soda.
I mean,
if you bring us down soda and some munchies, we'd gladly give you an LP of your choice.
That's right, 6 or 7.
No, just one.
Just one, sorry.
But 6 or 7 sodas and munchies, we're not that way.
We do have a deal.
Yes, we're in the basement of the University Bay Center for Continuing Adult Education, which used to be Elm Drive B.
1950 Willow Drive Lane.
Yes, and if you bring us down something, we'll give you now. We'd like some munchies and a little bit of soda. And so would Kid.
That's right. One day, it's interesting to think that one day Kid will probably serve us food. A casserole or soup, something like that. It's true, though. To WLHA, the request line number?
WLHA Solid Gold Request.